Hi everybody, today is Magic Monday, and in honor of the solar eclipse I thought maybe I'd do something a little heavenly and talk about the four top archangels slash saints, depending on what you call them. I get most of my information from Jewish sources, so if my information differs a little bit from what you have, that's probably the reason why. Doesn't mean that you're wrong, doesn't mean I'm wrong, it's just the different way that we look at them. So, the top four angels are Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, and Uriel. We'll start with Raphael. Raphael is God's messenger of healing. He's mentioned in Tobit and Enoch. Those are two apocryphal books, which are books that the church has deemed not necessary for the Bible that you read today. You have to search for those books on your own to read information out of them if you're a Bible reader. Some interesting things about Raphael. Raphael is supposed to be the ruler of Virgo. The direction that he is in charge of is east. His color is yellow, and his element is air. Now, Raphael's an interesting angel just because everybody wants healing and everybody wants to feel good, and you can light a candle, you can put some Raphael oil on, and I don't know, ask for his assistance. I mean, talking to God is not wrong, and praying to God is not wrong, but asking for one of his top four servicemen for a little extra help can't possibly hurt, right? All right, so next we have, pardon me, I have made a few notes so I don't forget things, is Gabriel. God is called Gabriel, God is my strength. He's also found in the Old Testament in Tobit. His direction is south, his color is red, his element is water, and he sits to the left of the throne of glory, which if God is facing you, then he would be on God's left. Okay, he's kind of in charge of arts and communication. He delivers spiritual messages, and he's a motivator for positive actions. Michael is well known by most people. He's like the number one archangel. He is kind of an all-around guy. His name means he who is God. Okay, he's found all over the Bible, but you have to be like an in-depth reader to get that. I'm not even going to go into all the actual scriptures that he appears in. He's supposed to be in charge of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. His color is blue, his element's fire, and he's to the right of God's throne, which makes sense if he's God's right-hand man, right? His missions are the expressions of God's kindness. So it's like if you're praying or asking Michael for help, then it's supposed to be like asking God for help. So, he's supposed to be, like this far away from being as strong as God. So, that's why he's so well known among people, and so often asked or called upon to help protect people and to help them out. Okay, our last one is Uriel. His name means fire of God. He's found purely in apocryphal books. He's found in Enoch, Book of Adam and Eve, 2nd Maccabees, and 2nd Esdras. His direction is north. He's placed in front of the throne of God. He's kind of like God's bulldog. All right, he's the one that's going to go out and just plow his way through so that God can do what he needs to do. He rules over September. He executes God's punishments. He's supposed to help you develop confidence, motivation to serve other people. He's the archangel of prophecy. He's used for problem solving, helps to develop intuitive skills. And one really cool thing that I found in my angel book that I showed you the other day was alchemy. Uriel was supposedly brought down alchemy from heaven. Now, alchemy is chemistry. So God sent his divine messenger, the bulldog, down with alchemy so that the world could figure things out, which is, I mean, that's really cool. Now, some people just pray to the angels and or saints. Some people are, lighting candles, what have you, wearing their symbols. I've seen, depictions of them on necklaces, that kind of thing. No one truly knows what an angel looks like. However, there are things that you can do that if you're praying to one of the angels / saints, that might help invoke them, okay? Now, they do sell specific candles for each of the angels, and lots of other things. There's Jesus candles, there's the Lady of our Guadalupe, and I found some of them at the dollar store. So if you're looking to buy something like that so you can use them, that's okay too. I have a couple of examples that I purchased. This is a huge candle. St. Michael, okay? It shows you a picture of what they think he is. And what the neat thing about this one is on the back, there's some prayers that you can say to Michael. This particular candle's in English and Spanish. I also have one of Gabriel. Okay, same thing with this one. There's English and Spanish on this one. However, if you don't have, the money for that kind of thing, you can use a little tea light. You can use, a votive. I mean, you don't have to use them, but I know a lot of Spanish people use the candles to call on help from the saints, and they also, anoint their candles with special oils that you can buy. This one's not any of those. I have Saint Timothy and Santo Nino. But you can put them on the candles. However, this is just my personal opinion, okay? If you're going to burn a candle when you're praying to one of the saints, archangels, my suggestion is that you clean your candle first, okay? You can take a paper towel with some rubbing alcohol, just, wipe it down. It doesn't have to be anything great, or little alcohol pad that you use for like first aid and stuff. The angels are kind of your protection for the evils of this world. God created them for us to be able to find a safe place with them, for him to send them on missions to help us. And, that's why we're able to call on them for help. Now, you don't have to light candles, and you don't have to have oils for that. You can just be walking down the street and, ask an angel for help. I found when I have those little personal prayers, speaking directly to the man himself seems to get those messages through. But if you're going through a tough time, if you're praying for somebody, there's no reason why you can't say your prayers and light a candle for them. I mean, you go into a lot of churches, especially Catholic churches, and you can light candles and say prayers for them. And it's a symbol that it's an ongoing thing, that you want that prayer to really symbolize that you really want God to help the person or yourself, just to enforce the prayers that you're sending. And I don't see why you can't. So, is praying to the angels bad or good? Once again, if you don't think that it's appropriate, then I say just don't do it. If you find some comfort and feel that it's helping the situation or yourself, then do it. There's lots of resources. If you need some direction on maybe some prayers, my personal thought is, you can make up your own prayers, really. Whatever's in your head and in your heart really means the most to God, and He gets whatever you have to say, even if you aren't positive of everything that should come out. He knows what's in your heart. So don't be afraid to call on Him or any of His angels, really. I mean, lots of people do it. Archangels, are they good? I think so. I think they're essential to knowing God and His realm of protection. I mean, He made them. God made them for a reason, and it wasn't just that He was going to send them down to send us wrath and hellfire. I mean, He made angels so that we could be protected as well and get messages from Him. So, when searching the internet for information on the angels, please be careful about the sources that you're reading from. If you really want some guidance in that, I'm happy to point you in some directions. You don't have to buy anything fancy. Just, I can give you some websites that you can go to. So I hope this was a great Magic Monday, and I hope you really enjoyed. And until next week, have a great week.